In a world where there are more superhero shows than ever before, and a lot of them are actually pretty good, one show dares to buck the trend by being completely terrible, but refuses to die despite declining ratings. Gotham seeks to remind you of an era when this stuff was just awful.
Cal? Oh. Arigato, Sensei.
No! It's gonna be happening!
I don't know. Kinda opens up the room.
Now one lobster will pay another guy he met in college to experience the worst superhero television series ever made. He will pay him minimum wage to see how many episodes of Gotham he can endure. How long will his buddy Zavule last before the show breaks him and he quits? Tune in now to find out in the Gotham Endurance Challenge.
You gotta love to be gone back yet. Lobster's a 10 out of 10, don't you grab it.
Welcome to Lobster Magnet Friends. I'm here with my buddy Zavule.
Yo.
And we are here for episode 4 of the Gotham Endurance Challenge.
Oh my god, I hate you so much. Like, I'm gonna keep doing this as long as you keep buying me shit, but now I'm angry about it.
At least we gotten to that point. What episode are you up to? Like season 2 episode?
Oh god. I've honestly just stopped counting. I just know what's going on, and I hate you so much.
So give us a highlight of your favorite things from this week's Gotham.
God, okay. Wait, you know what? Actually, hold on. I have my fucking phone. Let me just read you some of the fucking texts I sent.
Go for it.
Because I'm usually so angry I can't contain myself. Alright, let's see where are we so far? Okay. I think what finally did it for me was the fucking Barbara escapes and tries to kill Jim Gordon episode. I just need to read you some of this. What the fuck is this bird sequence? Why did Barbara vomit a bird? Yeah, you know what? Sure, fucking sure. Why are they kissing? Why is the medical examiner watching? Who controls who sees these fucking interrogations? This is so fucking stupid. Oh my god, this is stupid. Where are they going? Why is she still talking? Why is he still talking to her? Will someone kill her? Thank you. At least now I know. At least now we have some senseless violence to paper over this half-assed plot. She's not dead. Oh, for fuck's sake. Man, I kind of hope Nigma ends up with a giant pile of dead bodies. He's got 2. Can we go to 3? Oh shit, they're going for 3!
So you finally got up to the Nigma Penguin bromance slash gay love tension.
I'll be honest. I'm a little disappointed that didn't just end with like a darkly cartoonish 12 bodies, kind of.
Yeah, I remember that point.
Kind of in a pit in the middle of the Gotham fucking state park or whatever the fuck they.
And he just kept on killing more and more people. It's like, oh god, I gotta kill. Oh yeah, that's right. He was like digging the hole, and he's like, I gotta kill this guy too now.
Yeah, just like the 4th person just drags back, and he's just like looks up, and he sees like an entire scout troop just watching him. He's like, "Oh, son of a bitch!" I mean, if they had the balls to just go for something that balls out crazy, finishes killing the scout troop, has to dig another bigger pit, starts dragging his way out of the woods, covered in blood and gore. And just walks across the fucking nun convent and is like, oh fuck me, and just see all the nuns staring at him, and he's just like, well, gotta get the gasoline. I would watch that.
But no, Gotham still thinks it's it's serious television for serious people, right?
Yeah. What the fuck was the whole, like, bird vomiting thing? I'm sure there was a metaphor there, I just don't care enough to think about it.
I couldn't tell you. I think it was just the show trying to be artsy and deep and, like, trying to think, like, this is real television.
It's so fucking bad. That was, like, a 9.5. I was just so close to getting, fuck it, I don't want the magic cards anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm so angry. I just don't care. But then I realized, yeah, but if I do that, I basically have wasted this much of my life for nothing, and that gave me the rage fuel to carry on.
Just to make it in. So Barbara vomiting out frickin' Crow was enough.
Yeah. Oh, and then there was the fucking Theo Galavan trying to get Bruce Wayne to sell his fucking company thing. Which, oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. They try and paint him as, like, the smartest man in the room so hard. And he's such a dipshit, and I hate him so much.
Oh yeah, Theo Galavan's master plan. Did you get to the part where, like, the random monks come in and they have a scene where, like, the cops, like, charge the monks, charge the cops, and they build it up like it's this...
Fuck you, eat a dick. So stupid.
Like, it's this big fight, and then the monks just get shot down because, like, you know, random guys in robes with knives versus, like, cops with guns goes about as well as you think it would.
It's like, look, that guy has a shotgun. Everybody else has either, like, long rifles or pistols, and just, like, you're gonna lose. You understand that, right? Like, they have range, and you have knives. I mean, this is god fucking damn it! I'm so angry. But yeah. So the fucking Theo Galavan trying to get Bruce Wayne to sell his fucking company. I'm just sitting there going, this is stupid. This is fucking stupid. I mean, okay, Bruce is like, what, 12? He's 12 years old.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
Yeah, which makes him a minor. Which means he can't enter into a legal contract without the consent of his parent or guardian. His parents are dead, Alfred is his legal guardian, and Alfred was really against this entire bullshit the entire fucking time! Which means Alfred would be the one setting up and negotiating and doing all of this shit, because as mature and witty and all this good shit as they try and make Bruce Wayne out to be, he's 12 fucking years old, and he can't do that shit.
I'm surprised that was, like, the breaking point for you for this.
No, it's just one of those, like, rage-gasms I had, like the fucking, Arkham Penitentiary, like, 1940s cartoon-style black and white pinstripes, and shit. It's just one of those, like, this is so fucking stupid. Does literally no one on this show have a fucking child? No one? Not even the sound crew? Did anyone fucking... Did no one bring up the, like, hey, you know, when my kid wanted to play, like, Little League, I had to, like, sign my life away, and he, like, didn't really have to sign fucking anything because he's, like, 12. Did you think about that?
I'm surprised out of, like that you found, like, the Bruce Wayne more offensive than the monks randomly running at cops with knives.
Oh, I don't fucking care. I mean, that was also really fucking stupid, but not on, like, an immediately disprovable level. And like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, sure, I guess the monks are crazy and fanatical. Woo! But this is just, like, this takes you, like, 5 minutes of research, assholes. Maybe less if you have one of those, like, really obsessive parents that will never shut the fuck up about their kids. Just, come on, just do like, 5 seconds of research. Just like you could have bothered to do, like, the 10 seconds of research asking your fucking prop master. It's like, so hey, what uniforms did we use last season? Oh, no, we don't give a fuck? Just, I don't know, just go with, like, 1940s prison jumpsuits, that's fine. Yeah, we still have all those, like, blue jumpsuits with fucking Blackgate prison stenciled across the breast. Eh, fuck it, just give me some prison, just give me the fucking 1940s things, it's fine, no one will notice. Oh god, what else we got here?
I'm trying to think, you haven't as much...
Oh yeah, the fucking shotgun wedding. Which was a hilarious visual pun, guys. So funny, so important. Such witty television. See, she's in a wedding dress, she has a shotgun, Get it? Shotgun wedding?
That's about the highest level of punnery you can expect from Gotham.
Oh my god, I would be really, really just not surprised if they didn't even notice it was accidental. That is what I would come to expect. I honestly spent the entire sequence of her threatening Jim Gordon and all of this other dumb shit. Just like, please vomit a bird, please vomit a bird, please vomit a bird. Just come on, it's Chekhov's fucking bird. Just like middle of the sequence, just throw up half a dozen canaries. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. The entire series at this point doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter. I just want to see you like vomit up a cockatiel.
I guess that makes sense about it. Did you get up to the point where they were trying to introduce Mr. Freeze, or is that like later in the season?
No, I haven't gotten to that part yet. Oh god. I just got through the monk slaughter. And like Theo Galavan suddenly turning out to be like a fucking martial arts master for some reason that I still don't entirely understand.
Yeah, he's the worst, and his sister is also really goddamn stupid.
She's really bland, and I'm kind of disappointed because they set him up to be so awesome, and then it's like, we only have 2 parachutes, and I guess you're not taking one of them. Well, this is just sad.
Well, that's supposed to show how villainous he is. Oh my god, he doesn't even care about his sister.
No, I mean, like, he doesn't even get one of them.
Oh.
He gets his ass slapped around, and he doesn't even get a parachute. He ends with fucking Cobblepot beating the shit out of him with a fucking bat, and I'm just like, oh no, please stop! And I'm like, are you fucking serious, dude?
Oh, and you finally got to see the March of the Penguins.
Like, out of all like the really big talking bullshit you pull, I was expecting to be like, this is nothing. That's right, just beat me until I can't move anymore. I'm a god, or some bullshit. Just like, come on. You come from like some sort of weird pain worshipping cult. Some guy stepped in front of a fucking truck on purpose. Fuck you. What else have I got here?
March of the Penguins.
Oh yeah, the fucking March of the Penguins. Oh god, that was so stupid. I mean,
Penguin pays a bunch of people to like dress up like him and then march forward with like Tommy guns.
I wasn't nearly as angry about that as I expected. I think it was because of the whole Barbara thing, which incidentally, didn't she vomit up a butterfly at some point? I mean, they just keep having her throw shit up.
Because she's like crazy. You know, it's funny, out of all, you think like she would be worth killing off and keeping Jada Pinkett Smith because she's the bigger name.
You'd think. I mean, honestly, I did not expect the direction they took her in at all. It's like, okay, so she's gonna be like, they're gonna like fridge the girlfriend at some point because that's how this shit works, and he's gonna name his daughter after her because, oh my god, she was the love of my life. I did not see the, and then she goes crazy and kills a whole bunch of people and tries to murder someone over and over, try to murder me over and over again, and that's why I named my child after her. Like, I just want to see, like, everyone's reaction. Like, I named my child Barbara. Why? do you remember the part where she tried to kill you? Do you remember the part where she tried to kill a bunch of people and also you? Do you remember the time she, like, set you up for a trap and held a shotgun on you in a wedding dress? Why are you naming your child after her?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But it's Gotham.
And then the fucking Edward Nygma, like, I killed my girlfriend. No, reality snap.
Oh god,
he's just a terrible character. He's absolutely awful.
But don't you like the fact that they have like, oh, the supervillain part of him? Oh, that's the charismatic part. And it's like he's fighting for control. He's a dual personality. Ooh,
boring. Boring and stupid.
But what about the Nygma Cobblepot bromance? Where's the mustard man?
So I'm like, okay, as much as I don't care about the series, I can still see when they're trying to build up to shit, and they're like just like building up to this so fucking hard. Like, oh my god, it's like the fucking murder team of the century. Fucking Cobblepot and Nygma just broing out, and just like they have this guy and they're gonna torture him to death, and they're living in the same apartment. It's gonna be terrible because no one knows what's coming, man. No one fucking knows what's coming. Next episode. Hold on, I gotta take this. Hey, where's the brown mustard? Are you serious? This is what you were building up to? I accidentally flushed something down the toilet and it's not going right. And also I can't find the brown mustard. This is your evil team up from hell? I hate you guys so much right now. I want to know who writes this shit.
But it's just you know, it's so funny. Oh my god, Batman villains, the college years. It's like that episode of the Venture Brothers where they show Monarch in college stalking Dr. Venture.
Yeah, but the difference is that's supposed to be funny. When Monarch shows up in, like, a fucking sports car with a fucking butterfly glued to the fucking roof of his car, manically flapping the wings up and down with a fucking rope and screaming, that's supposed to be funny. This is just sad.
It's the humble origins. It's the incredible tapestry. It's also pretty funny that like everyone's gonna basically be a fully formed Batman villain before Batman like. Because remember when you thought it was like, oh, it's kind of mediocre, but I'm still kind of liking it, and you thought like, oh, but everyone's gonna be like, maybe the idea is that this city's so crazy, that's what makes Batman even crazier. But
yes, and they could have handled that really well. I am still 100% convinced that that is a viable reason, a viable way to make Batman like more likable than just a traumatized man-child living out his fantasy of beating the shit out of poor people committing crimes because no one has bothered with the philanthropic or political reform efforts to actually fix Gotham City. Like, he might actually be likable if it's like, yeah, we've tried literally everything else, and we keep getting crazy assholes who show up and shooting people while wearing masks or torturing people while wearing masks. So I guess the only real solution is for some jackass to put on a mask and beat the shit out of them. Like, I still maintain that could be done well, but they're not. Also, I guess on the topic of beating the shit out of people, no, that's a transition, but on the topic of beating the shit out of people, I really want to know what the fuck Jim Gordon's background is.
He was in wars, son. He came back from the war.
Like, are we ever going to get anything other than he was in the war? Just the war. He's seen the war. Like, I don't even care because they're trying to keep the timeline ambiguous as to which war. I mean, judging by the cell phones, I would have to say probably Gulf War.
Yeah, or Iraq maybe, considering it's supposed to be contemporary, but like lazily timeless.
Yeah, like I don't care. Sure, fine. He was in one of the wars. That's fine. But mostly it's just like, okay, so you're in the army. I'm pretty sure most grunts can't do whatever the fuck this is. Like, was he a Green Beret? He said he was in the army, so it's like, is he fucking Delta Force? Why is he a cop now? Literally, what the fuck? What the fuck training did you go through? Why can you just, like, kung fu fight the shit out of everyone in your goddamn way? It's like, at this point, you don't need Batman. You just need to put Jim Gordon in a ski mask.
Well, because, you know, he's just done those mean streets of Gotham. And do you like how many times he's, like, promoted and then demoted? You're off the force, Gordon.
Jesus Christ! It's like, okay, so like you did your generic bland kind of like detective police movies, like fucking Dirty Harry. Like, you're too crazy. You're off the force. Except, guys, it's a fucking series. You can't keep doing that. It loses all of its power. You can do it once, maybe twice. You can't keep fucking doing it. After like the third or fourth time Jim Gordon is a fucking fugitive from justice, we don't care anymore. Holy balls. And also, like the will they, won't they, Jim Gordon is Jim Gordon an anti-hero? Yes he is.
He's gonna cross the line.
He literally let Penguin beat someone half to death and then put a round in his fucking head. He is now a bad person.
Is he gonna cross the line? I don't know if he's gonna cross the line. Maybe he's gonna cross the line.
Like, I was kind of looking forward to, like, I actually really liked in the first season where Jim Gordon was such a fucking goody two-shoes that he was, like, the only moral beacon in a den of corruption. I was looking forward to him slowly trying to like fix everything that was wrong, and maybe failing a little bit, but just like getting his own bastion of like uncorrupted police force. Honestly, instead of the like fucking strike force, which is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever fucking heard of.
Oh yeah, are they all dead?
Let's
Are they all
give
dead?
all of these. I think most of them are dead. I think maybe one's still alive. But aside, like, let's give all of these rookie cops assault rifles. Did they take like advanced tactical training? Who are these jackasses? But anyway, so like in season 1, I kept sitting there going, all right. So it has already been mentioned over and over again that Major Crimes is the only portion of this police force that is not just completely corrupt and under the sway of a corrupt commissioner. So, alright, and I kept looking forward to the point where he would either be promoted to Major Crimes and drag Bullock along for the ride, or form a partnership with Major Crimes to essentially work on rooting out the corruption in the mainstream police force and basically use him as like an informant and mole to like finger people in the police force that are so corrupt that Major Crimes could then swoop down on them and just like kind of pluck them out of the air in the middle of something just incredibly dangerous and criminal. But that never fucking happened. Instead, we get a bunch of fucking rookie dipshits, and they've just completely phased out everyone in Major Crimes. I don't think we've seen them in, God, over a season. The last time we saw anyone from Major Crimes was Montoya, right?
I think so, yeah. And then she's kind of like fallen off the face of the earth.
She's gone! Like, her and her partner, who were like the only two people who were shows completely incorruptible, just fell off the face of the earth. The last time we saw her, she was like, so, hey, Barbara, we are terrible for each other, and you were just, like, dragging me back down into a spiral of alcoholism I managed to drag myself down out of, and I really can't do that again. And then she just, I don't know, maybe she exploded off screen, and, maybe that's one of the outtakes. We can just get, like, somebody cleaning a smear of blood off the floor from her apartment or something. Because she never shows up again. And that was just, like, this dangling plot line that I'm really disappointed never went anywhere, because that would have been really cool. It's like an entire... That's the other thing that bothers me, I guess, to go on another tangent within a tangent, is they keep introducing villains, they last for about 4 episodes, and then die.
Yeah.
Or we move on, or there's, like, a couple dangling threads that are just never picked up, or maybe picked up much, much later, and they don't really matter. Part of what made the first season tolerable and halfway decent, I'd give it overall like a C+ rating. Maybe
until you got towards the second half of it, though.
Yeah, maybe some B right. I would give it a solid B for like the first half of the first season. And part of the reason was there was continuous ongoing storylines, and you can really see, at least in my opinion, the decline of the series when Falcone and Maroni just disappeared off the face of the earth. One died, and the other, I think,
ran away.
Yeah. It's like these were your two most charismatic and compelling villains, and they're gone.
Well, they were basically like, Diet Sopranos, and Diet Sopranos had the pretension of sort of like, this is like before the supervillains come in, and, they sort of like tried to keep it grounded a little bit. And I could even see that as being interesting, because Falcone just kept talking over and over and over again about stability. Like, I could have even seen, like, okay, so those two go to war. Falcone is pissed about this. And then that's when you see the rise of all these crazy assholes. And, like, at first Falcone is, like, desperately against this and so furious about, like, all of the money he's losing and all of the problems that this is causing. And then Maroni, and just, like, a fit of... Because he was always the more chaotic one. It's like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care if you're in a mask. If you could kill that jackass, go for it. I'm like, okay, cool. So then he starts hiring crazy masked assholes, and Falcone's like, son of a bitch, and then like starts having to hire more people, and that's
to kind of counteract with it. And this is kind of like what what like draws it in, and the entire and eventually like Falcone just like goes to Gordon. It's like, look, I know you hate me. I don't like you. My dad worked, or your dad worked with me, and I'm not asking you to do anything illegal. I just need your help reining this shit in.
And that sort of be like a way to like subtly build up, you know, the supervillain personas without going full wacky town mode.
Yeah. And like, so you have like this like, Maroni who just is normal, but is like totally okay with hiring people who are way less mentally stable than they should be. Like,
and
let's say they
each have their own dumb gimmick.
Yeah, like Fish, like say he actually hired Fish, and incidentally, I would totally change around Fish's bullshit gimmick, because that was terrible.
What was her gimmick again? Just trying to remind
the fucking island bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
with like her swarm of like people missing organs and limbs, which is the most terrible group of muscle you could ask for. Like, what is your superpower? Oh, I hit you in the kidneys because I know that hurts. I have no kidneys. I'm actually late for dialysis. But okay, let's just pretend for a second that Fish had like a completely different backstory, and now she's a crazy violent sociopath. That's fine, sure, she was always a crazy violent sociopath, but let's put her in a mask now, and then she's working for Maroni, because let's say that that actually got itself off the ground. He wasn't like, for whatever reason, weirdly antagonistic. Okay, so he starts hiring like masked villains, and Falcone is pissed about this, because not only is this disruptive of commerce and everything he wants and all the stability that you really need to make organized crime tick, but it's like, okay, what the fuck is this? You're literally hiring a masked lunatic. Did you really hire somebody in like a full suit with a flamethrower? What is wrong with you? And so goes to Jim Gordon. It's like, okay, look, we need to talk, okay? I know you don't like me, I don't like you, but we can all agree that the crazy woman with the fucking flamethrower really needs to go, right? Can we all agree on that, everyone? Yes? Alright, so I'll tell you what. I'm not asking you to do anything illegal. I'm just asking you maybe sort of kind of look the other way when we have to bring in, you know, bigger shit to deal with the incredibly illegal thing, like the person with the fucking flamethrower. Just, you know, maybe like show up 5 minutes when I deploy my murderous killing machine, Victor Zaz.
But, well, that's not what we get.
Yeah, and then we could have like that be like the more subtle kind of like will he won't they test, because Jim Gordon would still be our golden child, and that's like kind of like the can I really let them just murder each other? Shouldn't I just go in and try and fix everything? But we're already understaffed, and I'm trying to clean up the police force, which means we're severely understaffed. Can I really let Falcone police this city? Like, Major Crime says that they can help, but we don't have enough people for this. What do I do? Do I let basically Falcone take over policing duties because he really desperately wants stability back, and like maybe like Falcone's muscle basic laws is like they're paying him protection money. He's actually protecting them. There are now armed guards standing outside the stores to make sure that nobody in a fucking clown mask starts like throwing cartoonish bombs through the fucking window. Because the police department is currently ripping itself apart from the inside out, trying to like purge the corruption that has been there since season 1. But no, we got whatever the fuck the maniacs were.
Supervillain team with the stupid try and elect Theo Galavan from mayor plot. And
yeah, I would have also been more okay with Galavan if he was a more nuanced character.
Yeah,
because I was hoping that he was like part of Ra's al Ghul's Assassin's League to begin with.
No, although they eventually do, like, because as you can see, Gotham is like so desperate for like Batman mythos that I think in like season 4 they introduced Ra's al Ghul.
Like, honestly, that's what I thought he was gonna be when he first showed up. It's like, okay, so you hired a bunch of crazy lunatics that you obviously plan on killing at some point to stir up public controversy enough that they're gonna crack down on the kind of crazy lunacy that this city is responsible for. That sounds, I mean, a little batshit crazy, but that sounds like a Ra's al Ghul plot. is scare people enough and kill just enough innocent civilians that you end up like arming the police force with assault rifles and basically dressing them like fucking stormtroopers and killing anyone who breaks the law even a little bit. That guy's jaywalking, blow his fucking head off kind of deal. Like, okay, I can see that. No, your entire plan is let's kill Bruce Wayne. Are you fucking serious? And I kept hoping that as he got to know Bruce Wayne, there would be this interesting conflict where he realized, like, I must avenge my family, and he gets to know Bruce Wayne. It's like, actually this kid isn't all that bad. I don't hate him like I should. And we both want the same thing. I want to come back to Gotham. I originally seeded my city. I'm a Dumas. I'm a Dumas. And, I want to clean the city up. It's terrible. And I blame the Waynes on it. And he gets back here and he realizes, like, the only person left is this scared 12-year-old who has basically the same goals that he does. And he just kind of looks at him and goes, I can't kill you. I feel terrible about that. And it's really not your fault, plus your parents are dead. Literally every part of your family that was corrupt is now dead. So, I'm going to take you under my wing. I'm going to help you get rid of all of the corruption. And he does. He starts, like, helping him clean the company up. He starts, showing him, like, where to send money and who to hire and all this good shit. And he starts having a visible effect. He's mayor, this is great, everything is going well. And then we start getting into the morally ambiguous stuff, like, oh hey, by the way, I broke out a bunch of sociopaths to sway public opinion on how we should treat these people and the kind of measures we can take. And Bruce is like, you did what? I mean, the people who threw like 6 people off of a fucking building, those are innocent people. Kill a few people to get the, like, better end goal that you want. And then that there comes the Bruce Wayne is like, that is terrible, and you are a bad person. It's like, but Bruce, don't you want to, like, fix your company? Don't you want to, like, help Gotham be a safer place? Think of your parents. Think of all the good shit that we could do. It's like, yeah, but you're a monster too. I'm not willing to be a monster.
What is with that sound? It sounds a little, like, creaky.
I'm not sure. I think that might be my laptop. It's a little broken.
No, you still haven't gotten a place to.
Yeah. No. Yeah, but it's just like this, like, again with like the weird like dichotomy is like he learns a lot from him, but at the same time eventually has to push him away as he kind of like makes this moral decision of, okay, I understand what you're doing, I understand your process and the end goal, but you're still a bad person, and I don't want to be like you.
Yeah, it's
And then they kind of like that's when the fight comes in, and and Galavan really doesn't want to kill Bruce Wayne, but is like constantly trying to like push him to do bad things, and that's where like, well, fine, if you're not going to help me at this point, I'm really sorry. I do like you, but I mean, I gotta kill you at some point. And then that's where the conflict comes in. Or maybe there's like nothing that can be done about it at this point because Bruce is fucking 12. He's like, well, good luck proving that you're fucking 12. Suck a dick. And, Bruce has to like enlist the help of Jim Gordon and other like people who aren't fucking 12, being adults and all that good shit to try and get rid of him. That kind of thing. And then, like, wrestle with the consequences of, like, well, okay, if we get rid of Theo Galavan, everything's going to go back to just as bad as it was. But no, we basically just got a cartoon villain.
Pretty much. I think at, like, some point in, like, the 3rd season, they have this point where they try and do, like, this riff on the Wire storyline, where, like, the Penguin gives out, like, these crime passes, where, like, like, if you're, the whole idea is, like, if we regulate crime, we can make the city a better place. So it becomes, like, this sort of, like a dumber version of, like, this famous Wire storyline, where they have this, like, little part called, like, New Amsterdam in Baltimore, where, like, basically it's legal to sell drugs, but it's, like, off the books legal.
Huh.
But I'm sure I never got that far. I don't think Gotham's smart enough to like pull off that kind of storyline.
Which is sad, because it's so simple. I'm basically pulling this shit out of my ass.
Like
this is not hard stuff, guys. Come on. Just think about it a little harder. Stop like just rubbing money all over yourselves and moaning. It's getting creepy.
And all the random, like, let's have another Batman reference. And what do you think of the story arc of, like, Butch, how he, like, starts off as, like, this sort of, like, you know, mobster henchman to, like, cartoon supervillain, and then eventually, you know, he becomes Solomon Grundy, as I showed you in those clips.
I still kind of wish he had the fucking chainsaw hand.
As opposed to the hammer.
If you're gonna go all cartoonish with it, just come on. Don't fucking go with the mallet. That's stupid. You fucking cock teased me. It's like, oh, we could do all kinds of. We could put a mallet. Oh, we could use a tiny chainsaw. And like in the back of my mind, my inner like 5-year-old was like, tiny chainsaw, tiny chainsaw, tiny chainsaw. It's like, come on. If you're gonna go batshit crazy, let's go. Give him a fucking chainsaw. No chainsaw. Just a fucking mallet. And everyone was disappointed. Butch was, I'm sure, whoever the fuck Theo Galavan's sister, I can't fucking remember her name, she was disappointed, Barbara was disappointed. Literally no one was happy about this. Not even the Penguin.
So,
excuse me, I think we had this angry fucking argument, or I had this angry fucking rant before.
What was it?
Indian Hill.
Oh
so,
God,
okay.
Have you seen much of Indian Hill yet?
No, they keep referencing it in, like the last 5 minutes of the show, like, we got another body. And like, okay, one, this is a black site where it's like, okay, none of this is legal. You're obviously doing human experimentation. It's terrible. You're torturing people. Why are you writing the name of your organization on the fucking wall, followed with a stencil, a division of Wayne Enterprises? If this is that terrible and corrupt and hidden literally under lock and key under a fucking toxic waste dump that no one wants or knows about, if anyone goes investigating or regulating, the fuck is the first thing you want them to see? A division of Wayne Enterprises. Plausible deniability, you fucksticks.
Because, you know, it's Gotham. It's a comic book, man. It's a comic book. Indian Hills is just about as stupid as the fucking, whatchamacallit, the Maniacs.
Yeah, I heard that Theo Galavan eventually comes back as, like, an Azrael reference.
Yes, he does. He literally becomes Azrael, and he, like, wears, like, a proto-Batman suit.
Which, again, is why I'm so disappointed that there was less, like, nuance to him. Because I wanted him to be a character with good intentions and, like, overall good goals, but just terrible morality and a horrible method to attain those goals. Because Azrael is supposed to be like, he's Batman, but with less morals, because he's like totally extreme and willing to kill criminals. So I was kind of hoping, again, Theo Galavan would like want to clean up Gotham and want to do all this good shit, but willing to do all kinds of terrible fucked up shit to achieve his goals, because ends justify the means. And then when he comes back as Azrael, it's like you can see that again, where it's like, I wanted to clean up Gotham, I want to do all this good shit, and I'm still gonna do it, but now I'm like spawn deformed and have to wear this mask and bullshit. So I'm just gonna kill criminals because that's gonna clean up Gotham the way I can't now that I can't be Theo Galavan with billions of dollars. I'm just gonna start stabbing people in the dick when they try to mug someone. What the fuck ever. This show is terrible. This show is bad. The writers should feel bad. The actors, I mean, you know what? They're making a paycheck. It's fine. It's not really their fault.
Yeah, they do the best.
Literally everyone working on this show, it's not your fault. Most of you are actually pretty good actors.
Yeah,
the costuming is good. The direction is good. You guys are doing a bang up job with what is essentially just like a pile of shit. Someone just smeared shit all over a screenplay.
That is the sort of
script.
Amazing.
And I could just see the actors going like, so wait, what is my direction? What is my motivation? You just smeared shit all over it, and it just said kill Bruce Wayne. And is that corn? Why?
Yeah, I think that is the sort of paradox about Gotham, is that, like, most of the actors are actually pretty good in their roles. You know, most of the thing is, like, you know, the sets look good, the costumes mostly look pretty decent. It definitely does not look like a cheap show.
There's some stuff I'm angry about. If you're in the props department, I still kind of wish you'd fought back against that. I'm sure you had some producers screaming in your face, and I'm so sorry. So whoever's responsible for that, you're a dick. You know, go fuck yourself. But I mean, yeah, everything else, like the sets, the props, everything looks really fucking good for a TV show. It's just whoever the fuck they have writing this is awful. Like, is this by committee? Do you have one person who knows someone? Who is doing this? Like, I feel like I'm just, like, watching, like, the Screwball episode of Merry Melodies where Daffy Duck is just like, who is responsible for this?
Breaking the fourth wall. It's kind of, I'm kind of curious to see how much longer it lasts. I feel like, because the ratings aren't great, but... And it's not like, you know, people are like, oh my god, Gotham, we got a live tweet about Gotham. Like certain...
Out of curiosity, is anyone in the comments actually attempted to defend Gotham?
So far, no.
Yeah, I fucking thought so. I fucking thought so. I feel like it's one of those series that if anyone's watching it at this point, it is literally just to be angry about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've like dug a little bit in the YouTube rabbit hole. Occasionally, you see like there aren't as many as like a big prominent series like The Flash, but there are a few people who like, oh, Gotham live reaction. Oh my god, Gotham episode review, and I'm kind of like wondering like, what are you holding on to, man? Like I can.
I don't know at this point. I really don't know.
All right, so let's wrap this up. So you got pretty close to like a 9.5 on the scale, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm close to a 9.5. I'm still trucking, but only as long as your wallet holds out. If you want to call it, I'm ready to go whenever you are.
We're very close to that. You earned your magic card, so it's eventually I'm gonna send you your magic cards very soon, and then maybe what we might do is a series finale of Gotham. But then again, there are like two more things I'm kind of half tempted to get you, two more co-op games. So I'm debating about whether or not like my wallet is gonna like hold out versus like, you know, do I want to keep doing this? Because as an experiment, this has been an unmitigated disaster. Like even on my low standards, I'm not happy about like the viewer count. But I do get a sick, twisted pleasure out of forcing you to watch Gotham.
I hate you so much right now.
So we'll see, but one thing I will say though, like when we do the eventual series finale, when we just do like an overview about your entire Gotham Endurance Challenge, you know, you're gonna have all your stuff that you've gotten, the controllers, the magic cards, and you're just gonna like rub them on yourself.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. I gotta make it rain because I want those cards in good condition.
Well, what you should do is you should like open up half of them, but then leave some unopened, so you can unopen them, like, you know, just open them up live.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Oh god, I cannot believe I'm still watching this shit. I hate you so much.
Well, now you understand the weirdest paradox in the modern superhero landscape that, like, just refuses to die, but, like, Gotham trudges on against all reason and logic.
Yeah, it does.
I guess the logic is that, like, we got Batman. Batman's the biggest thing in the world, so let's keep going. All right, so thank you for hanging out with us for another episode of...
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out with us for another episode of the Gotham Endurance... Oh, no, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so thank you for hanging out with us for another episode of the Gotham Endurance Challenge, which we may be ending very soon. But, you know, Zavule's been trucking through it, so, you know, and at least I've been having a good time for your angry texts.
Yeah, I guess I'll see you next time for as long as Lobster's fucking wallet holds out. Otherwise, we'll see you on his other channel when I go back to reviewing One Piece and actually don't hate my life.
Yeah, exactly. And who knows, maybe soon Hunter x Hunter, now that you've started reading the manga.
Yeah. Which is way better than Gotham, even though Gon is the most boring character ever. I mean, he's just so generically shown. But everyone around him is cool, so I'm sticking with that shit.
Yeah. Hunter x Hunter is great, and I completely concede with all that. Gon is the most milquetoast shonen protagonist ever.
Yeah. But everybody else is cool, so I'm gonna stick it up for that shit.
All right, so thank you for hanging out with us, and remember, lobsters and tennis, but don't you grab it.
Lobsters making lights.